So, what is stage fright? Stage fright, or fear, is a nervous feeling of being in front of a massive amount of people when going on stage. The human body produces a fight or flight reaction right before stepping up or just when you're about to begin your speech. What are some psychological and physiological reactions that you may experience? Your neck and back may tense up as well as your hands and legs begin to shake. You will begin to sweat and your heart rate will begin to skyrocket. You may also experience just stuttering lines, skipping lines, or just a flat out panic attack as your body tries to escape the situation in front of, say, the 1,000 or 500 people that you are, beginning your speech to. Why will you always have stage fright? You will always have stage fright just due to your natural body reactions that you may have right before a performance. It's inevitable that your body will always have this kind of reaction just due to the length or just volume that you are mounted to present to. I think that this nervousness or stage fright is important or even necessary, I think, since your fight or flight reactions honestly make your speech a one-of-a-kind speech than like any other. Because think about it. When you are in real life, or say just anywhere that you're walking around to, you're not going to be making a speech in front of a couple of people here and there. When you go up on that stage and when you present in front of those thousands or so people, that reaction is so significant that it will make your speech a one-of-a-kind than like any other. Now, my 3 current tips that I personally recommend to people is to practice and rehearse. That's my first tip. I believe that practicing and rehearsing is such just a great, I would say, just like rule or even tip, just because that when you practice and rehearse, you do it over and over and over again. And when I think about just going on stage, it's like, oh my goodness, it's such a scary thing to do when you're doing it the first time. But if you pretend like it's not the first time, then your body is so used to it and your mind is as well, that I think it's so important to do this. Also, I think that just pretending and trying to be cocky, I think, is such an important thing. That is my second rule, is just to pretend and be cocky. Think about it like this. Everyone is honestly looking at you, but think about it. Everyone is looking at you, not you're looking at them. You gotta reverse that. And when you pretend and be cocky, like you think you're the boss of all those thousands of people, you honestly make that speech so much more powerful. When you practice, it just does it rinse and repeat in your head, like, oh yeah, I get used to this kind of thing, yeah. And it kind of removes that stage fright away from it. That's what I think. And pretending and being cocky, I think, is such just an important thing that it just makes your speech so much more hilarious, and I think that removes the tension from it. Removing that tension, I think, is just the most important thing, just because, oh my goodness, everyone is looking at you. And my last tip, my third one, is just to make the most noise and to become literally the definition of obnoxious. That sounds like a very strange rule, very weird, like why would you want to be obnoxious? You want that because you don't want to be serious. You don't want to be serious. You want to make yourself the center of attention. You want to become the attention. Like I'm the one with this guitar. I'm being very obnoxious. Why? Because I'm not nervous. That's kind of why. And I think that's very important. You become cocky. You make bangs on that wall. You play this guitar. You play everything. You make yourself the definition of obnoxious, and you basically make yourself just pretend to be that definition. Because that, I think, will just take away all that stage fright. You won't be thinking about it. You'll just be like an actor on stage. And you're just trying to have fun. That's all it really ever is. It's just you have fun. You try and make everyone just be like the actual audience. This is why I think that is the most important. So practice and rehearse, pretend and be cocky, and just make the most noise and just become the definition of obnoxious. Anyways, thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful day or night. Thank you.